Hello everybody, welcome to like a special video from the PlayStation Showcase. I will give kind of my, not my comments because there is not much to comment on. It was just like announcement after announcement basically. I will not focus on PS5 exclusive stuff because and also in some games that like PvP shooters and extraction shooters and it's not my style of game. So I don't have anything against it, but it's something that I'm not very into. So I'm just going to focus what caught my attention and what I really most excited to check it out in the future. And the big one, it's the reveal of Metal Gear Solid, what we can call Delta. It was very underwhelming because it was like basically a lot of CGI trailers in this showcase. But okay, we got in some of these ones. We got some gameplay trailers or gameplay footage of the game, which is good. But yeah, we got the announcement. The rumors were ramping up a lot on the remake of the Metal Gear Solid 3, now called Metal Gear Solid Delta. It's CGI, so it's not a benchmark of any sort. But we got also the announcement that it's going to have like a remake of the first two games. This one's Metal Gear Solid Master Collection Volume 1 to include the first two games. I'm not sure. I saw this. I saw the trailer, but this thing include the first two games. These are the first two games. Then Metal Gear Solid 3, Snake Eater. I think it. I'm not sure if they are counting this as the Delta one. I don't know because in the trailer itself it appears a triangle here to demonstrate that this is Delta. But yeah, I'm not sure the Master Collection is if it's going to be like the HD versions of the games that launched a few years ago. But my main thing is that it will be launching on PC. It's launching this autumn, no precise release dates. It's going to be after the summer, so autumn, of course. I assume September, October, maybe. A lot of October launches in the trailers that we saw, probably around that time, maybe November. I'm not sure, but it's going to launch on PC. At least this Metal Gear one, the Master Collection. I'm not sure exactly what it encompasses. If it's like another kind of HD revision. I'm not sure if what the plans are regarding if they are going to remake any of the Aziz games. Remake in the sense that like what they did with the Resident Evil 4 remake, in the sense that you maintain the kind of the systems or improving some of the systems there, and of course the visual graphics a lot more better. But I don't think one of the things that I like a lot of Metal Gear, these two first ones, is the fact that it's not like a first-person shooter or a third person, kind of like Metal Gear Solid 5 is. I like very much Metal Gear Solid 5. I have 400 hours on that game alone. But the charm to a certain point is the fact that it is kind of top-down static espionage. I kind of like it. Of course, it can be refined. Some of the controls and everything can be improved because it's like a 23-year-old game. The first one, and the second one is like 20 years or 19 years ago. So I think some refinements can be made. But yeah, I'm not sure. I forgot to say that this remake of Metal Gear Solid Delta, it has the original cast. I'm not sure if it is like the I don't see. I don't. There is no. Usually, David Yater is very prone to make announcements and speak about a lot of what he does as a Snake character. But I'm quite sure that they going to use audio from the original game and enhance it or something like that. I'm not sure if they're going to use any kind of like AI stuff to make like tweaks on dialogue. I don't know how they're going about it. There is not much information, so it's a lot of speculation from my part to a certain degree. But yeah, it's good to see. At least I hope this is our good versions, not only just like HD remakes and then just throw it out and charge. Even though I'm not very fond of how Konami deal with Kojima, but Metal Gear Solid was one of the first games that I played like start to finish, and it stuck in my mind. And I played like in 1999 when it came out, basically in PlayStation 1. Yeah, PlayStation 1, yeah. And I think the PlayStation 1, the smaller version of PlayStation 1, it was the second version that appeared. I'm not sure. I know I played the game at the time at consoles with CRT monitors still then. They were the thing, no LCD monitors, so it's one of the things that stuck in your mind in your youth. 20 something years ago, it's one of those games that will how the narrative goes at the time. Even now, what I imagine this game is it's going to be a disappointment. That's why I never played it again after all these years. But I think a good retreatment, it will be a very good decision. But still, after the trailer, they launched. Konami launched some in-game images, and there is a YouTube video. I didn't check this YouTube video because I was doing the roundups to see what got announced and trying to collect some articles from my favorite sites. But yeah, it seems to be a lot of improvement just by this image alone. I never played. It's funny enough, never played Metal Gear Solid 3. Snake Eater, and I think I didn't play. There is like for the PSP game or something like that. I know I played 1, 2, Sons of Liberty, 4, and 5, the 2 ones. The rest I didn't play, or because it was on console or handheld thing. So, as you can see, a lot of good details here on this remake. But the trailer was CGI, so no in-game footage, so it's a little bit difficult to get a proper opinion here. But it's good that at least it is confirmed that the game is coming this year. So they've been working in this for a few years now. So regarding Metal Gear Solid, it's what we got here. There was this, and of course I'm now on Facts Life. I really like this site. It's the independent ones. They have a lot of guides, wikis from a lot of games, reviews, upcoming stuff. They are very good. They are independent. They count a lot with Patreon stuff, and yeah, I really recommend them. If you kind of more in RPG area here, they are cover basically all this thing here. This trailer caught my attention. Phantom Blade Zero. It's kind of it's very interesting action RPG, like Kung Fu Punk they call it. The only thing that got a little bit kind of tricky for me was how the camera worked out. I think in some cases this is all in-game footage. From what I understood, it's like a Unreal Engine 5 game. Was how the camera seems very close. The action that appeared here is kind of like an homage from Kung Fu movies, and it's very interesting how they go. It's very fast paced, but not that fast that you do not comprehend what's going on the screen. Doesn't seem to have like a stamina bar or anything like that. So I think it's more action RPG, so no stamina management here, from what I understood. A lot of wuxia style blades working here, and it's got some kind of they call it Kung Fu Punk because there's like some steampunk aesthetics to it in some areas and in the characters themselves. It's not full on wuxia like ancient Chinese style. As you can see, there is kind of these kind of things, but it's like more on steampunk area. But yeah, there is not a lot of information. They focus a lot the thing on action. But of course, I'm leaving you the articles here, so you can get a more in-depth thing if you're interested in one of these games. In the trailer, the only thing is there's the mention of 66 days to live. What we're going to do. I'm not sure if our main character had received something and basically has like 66 days to get a cure or something, or if he's like a Walking Dead situation guy and just going to destroy and avenge whatever it is. But it seems very, very, very good, the action, even though like it's the color palette seems a little bit bland, but it's very perceptible, the things that going on screen, at least at my part. And I just watched this in 720p screen, so in 4K must be a delight here. But yeah, it's very interesting, this game. That it's upcoming. Sorry, I didn't give you. I don't think there is a release date for this one, but it's coming to PC. Yeah, it doesn't have a release window. It's being developed for PS5, but it's not an exclusive one, I think. A lot of the games presented here, they're not exclusive to PS5. It's because basically PlayStation showcases before the Xbox. They want to get ahead on this, because I think there is like a Twitter, or the Xbox have to go and tell not all these games are PS5 exclusive, and the drama stuff between console stuff. We got Alan Wake 2. We got the actor that in the podcast said it's supposedly to launch in October 17th, and okay, we got now the like 2 days afterwards we got the confirmation that it's going to launch. Very interesting. The graphic, I think all of it it's captured in game, if not mistaken. At least it seems like it, because there you can check, you can see that there is in-game things happening there. Very good graphics. The story is very Alan Wake-ish. It still happens in falls. How it calls them? Oh my god! When I come to this kind of details, I always get lost on these details. Bright Falls, yeah, Bright Falls, and supposedly it's not a co-op stuff. It's like because the story, from what we can gather, is this FBI agent with a partner comes basically to Bright Falls in the wake of the other FBI agents being dead, the Nightingale guy, and I think she's looking for him. At least in the trailer, managed to speak about this. And basically Alan Wake is there, caught up in Bright Falls, writing in the night. He's basically wrapped up in a nightmare, trying to write his way out of it. And yeah, basically we might see some parts changing between them until they I don't know what happens when they encounter one another, what's going to happen in terms of gameplay wise, but it seems that the main attraction is this one for us to get in the story. I think so, from what I can gather from the trailer. Seems pretty good. It's coming 17 October for PC also, and it's coming via Epic Games, and there is no physical copy from what we can gather here. Yeah, digital only release, which is... I like always physical copies, but with the digital stores, we basically, to all intents and purposes, we never own the game. We're just renting them until somebody decides that nobody is going to play that game. But yeah, it's another rant for another day. Yeah, 17 October, very good, seems pretty good. We will wait and see. There was this one, Dragon Dogma 2. I never played the first one, even though I very enjoy RPG. I think it's one of those games that slip by me, and I never managed to get it into. It has a lot of excellent recommendations, a lot of lists of RPG of the year or of the decade. This game is the first game is out, and the RPG is very good, very improved. The trailer. The story is kind of interesting. From what I can gather, I never got into the thing of the lore of Dragon's Dogma 2, sorry. It's a little bit late now. And it uses Capcom era engine, which is like the from the games that in Resident Evil 7 and 8, which is Village, and Resident Evil 4 remake, and all the remakes, they are being using this engine. So it's a very good engine in terms of graphic fidelity and what it can do. And basically it's like a sequel. You start off in a dungeon from what I can gather, then it's like your normal hero's journey to a certain point. It got the dragons. I think it's got the same elements that the first one, but more expanded because the technology is different. From what I remember and read about Dragon's Dogma. Oh my god, this tongue twister for me today. The game, the main issue that people had with the game was the fact that the technical level of things was kind of limited at the time for what they wanted to do with the game, and I think this can be a good way of improving on that area. I just hope that the game is pretty good, seems very good. I forgot to tell you when it's going to launch, when it's launching. This is Capcom for sure. This comes to PC. Sorry, let me go through here. PC v Steam. Yeah, doesn't seem to have like a definitive release date, but I will try to find it on Steam and everything if there is like a release date, and put it on the watch list to check it out. There was a small trailer for Assassin's Creed Mirage. It's going to release October 12th, so 1 week before Alan Wake 2. It's coming to everywhere. The only thing that worried me a little bit on this trailer is the animations in game. Seems a little bit janky. I don't know how to put it. It doesn't look bad. It's kind of funny. Some of the kind of collision stuff and the interaction that he has with the environment seemed a little bit kind of off in some circumstances. I don't know. Let me know what you think if you see the trailer here. But the game, in terms of quality, seems good enough. I don't know what to tell you. It's Ubisoft games. I don't know what to tell you. I just hope that they are going for a focused storytelling experience here, with all the mechanics that we know from the iterations that they came up with, the things. I just don't want like an open world with all the checkpoints and the pinpoints on the map of extra activities for you to do. It's only bugs down if for a good experience, especially in Assassin's Creed, when you have supposedly more focused on stealth and assassination. If you're going open world like from what I can gather of Assassin's Creed Valhalla, which you are a freaking Viking going all over the place in battlefields, it loses a little bit the purpose of what Assassin's Creed is, or what it should be, at least from the name itself. So that's the thing. But yeah, I hope the game is good. I always hope every game that comes out is good and everybody enjoys it. But corporations are corporations, and they have the stranglehold of the money, and the developers have to be a little bit sometimes limited to what it can do. Some indie games here, Evolve Digital, very good from Tiff Schafer, very good indie publisher here. The creators of Grease, I never played that game also. I've got in the last 7 years, give or take, I have a huge gap on games that I didn't play, and usually when I don't play a game that I'm interested, I try not to watch anything unless I know I'm not going to play that game but I'm interested. For example, in consoles, like one of the last ones was the Thieves stuff. I forget. Oh my god, the Nathan Drake ones, the last one that came out, the fourth one, I watched on YouTube, a gameplay from a channel, and basically when I know it's consoles and usually doesn't come out for PC, or I'm not very interested in playing, I just watch the gameplay so I know what it comes out, so I don't get spoiled out of context. But this game here, Neva, the trailer is very interesting, very evocative of certain things, and it's like the wolf and this little character here, they are all good and well. Then a darkness comes, the big one dies, and then she bonds with this little one, the cub one, and supposedly they are going on a journey to cleanse the thing. So it's no words or nothing, but very evocative, and the art style is very good. I always like indie games because they can, with a restricted budget, they usually do good things with it. But yeah, it's from Greece developer. I think Greece is a very good game, and it's an action adventure one. So I think it's going to be a good one. Next year, due up to next year. So no definitive launch date. Talos Principle 2 was announced. It's one of the first ones that I didn't play. The first one I also didn't play. It's one of those kind of that I would like to play, just at least out of curiosity, mainly because of puzzle gaming. It's not something that I usually play a lot, but if it is a good game, I'm always interested. And the Talos Principle has kind of very positive reviews. There is no definite release date for launch. It will be this year, but not a lot more here. I will try to check out and see if I can get, in the meantime, this week, after all these games go showcases during the weekend, and next week we might get some more information. I don't know if Xbox will announce any of these, but yeah. And finally, we got Giant Squid announces Sword of the Sea. The same guys that did Abzu, the Pathless, Abzu Pathless, and also the same animation from Journey. Yeah, I think yeah. The visionary artist behind Abzu, Pathless, and the Journey. I played Journey for console. I didn't play. I think it's on PC. I know I played Journey on my brother's console at the time. Really like it. How the themes they're trying to get in. And without words, they can evoke a lot of stuff here. The journey that you do as a. I already forgot. Kind of the game how it goes, but I like very much the game. And Sword of the Sea seems like a little bit kind of that deal. You're surfing on the desert, you're surfing with the Sword of the Sea, from what I can get, and then you just unlock the desert to shine bright on oceans, because there is like a part there where it gives the impression that you are basically removing the something and bring out the ocean. But the trailer is very beautiful, and I'm very interested in this one. I'm trying to look out if there is a release date. Not yet, just basically announcement. And basically this is it, guys. It's the main takeaways of that showcase, mainly because they are coming for PC. Even though I'm not against consoles, but I don't have it. I don't plan to have any in the near future, any consoles. That's why I'm not that interested in covering this, so it doesn't go for a waste of time for me and you. And basically that's it, guys. Hope you enjoy it. My little take on the PlayStation Showcase. And yeah, basically I'll also publish on Rumble and all of these sites as usual. I'll leave links on all the articles here, and yeah, basically this is it, guys. I hope you have a rest of a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next one. So till then, Kunamy Master out.